Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Gemma and today we are back on the Zwilling Enfinigy range and we're going to be unboxing, reviewing, testing, and just checking out overall the Zwilling Enfinigy Toaster. This is the 4-slice toaster or 2 long slice toaster. There is a smaller version, but this is the longer slice version. It has a lot of different features and I am very excited to give it a go. The toaster that I chose is the classic Zwilling light silver color. It's got a white top and silver outside. It's not like a stainless steel silver. It's a little bit lighter and less shiny and very easy to wipe down, as I learned after giving our kettle a go, and you can see that video on my page too if you want to go have a look at the Zwilling Electric Kettle Pro, which also comes in this range and in the same color. So now that I've given you a little gist of what I chose and what I'm excited about, let's jump straight into the unboxing. So now we are nice and close up on the Zwilling Enfinigy Toaster box. This box is quite big, but I will say the toaster itself is also on the larger side because it is a 4-slice toaster, which means you can have 2 slices on each side or 2 longer slices, such as a piece of really nice fresh sourdough. You can just slot that right in and you don't have to flip the piece over, which is very cool. So we'll see that once we get it out, but to start, I'm just gonna open it from this side. There are a few little bits and it's got a nice little pick on the top, you can see. And on the top here is the manual. I have said in my previous videos, but I definitely recommend always keeping the manuals for all of your appliances. I used to be that person who would throw it away, but it's super handy in case you forget different features or safety information. And I think it's just a really good thing to have in case, you know, you need to go back to square one with the product. So let's continue opening. It's got a lot of different pieces to unravel, but then we go straight in to the top. This is just laying on top of the toaster, keeping it in place. Look at those. Those were created specially for this so that they could fit right into where the toaster slices are. Now I'm just going to turn the box on its side. I'm going to tuck this under so that you can see the actual toaster coming out. As you can see, it's actually almost the same width as the box, which is quite long, but I guess if you want to get those sourdough slices all the way in, you've got to have a longer toaster, and also you can fit 4 slices of like sandwich style bread. Yeah, so let's get this out. Now, this is the reveal of the toaster itself. And although it's not stainless steel, it is still a steel body that is a tongue twister. And it's just brushed in this really nice light silver color, but it is a steel body. I don't know if you can hear that. So now that the toaster is out of the box, let's talk about some of its features, starting with the soft lift function. This allows the toaster to come up really smoothly, and it's very similar to the soft lid function, which is also on the Enfinigy kettle when you open it too. It has 7 different browning features, so it allows you to choose what kind of toast you're looking for. I'm definitely like a mid-range toasty kind of person. It has a defrost, reheat, and a bagel function, which I will definitely be giving a try because I love a bagel. So I will definitely have to give making bagels in the Zwilling Enfinigy Toaster a go. It has a removable crumb tray at the bottom. The toaster itself has a toast centering ability, so your toast will be in the middle of the clamps as it's being toasted. There are 4 heating units, which allows us to get a perfect toasting experience, which we'll see when we give this a try, and I'll be able to confirm that afterward. Before we jump into trying out the toaster, I'm gonna do the cleaning that the user manual asks us to do. I know a lot of people probably skip over that, but it's best to follow the instructions, so let's jump in and I will show you how to clean the Zwilling Enfinigy Toaster. So here we are with the toaster set up. It is plugged in and the switch has been turned on. The first thing that the instruction manual says, which I know people might skip, is to clean the toaster. So I'm just gonna show you how easy it is to do that. The main thing that you need to do is to set the toaster onto the highest level, which is number 7, and then to use the toaster 2 times, twice, without any toasted product, so that any dust that has gathered inside the toaster that could cause odors will be eliminated. So we're just gonna press down. Whew, that took a little bit of strength, and the light has turned on. Now we're just gonna leave this to the toast setting, and we'll do this 2 times over, and I'll come back to you in a sec. So I have let the toaster do its thing twice over on the number 7 setting, which is the highest setting on the toaster, which means it's now cleaned and we can use it. That should have gotten rid of any dust or anything that had gathered inside the toaster while it was sitting in the packaging. I will say, after doing that, you do kind of get that smell that you get from like a new product being used, but hopefully after doing some actual toasting, the smell will go away. So I have a little bit of bread left over that I got at the store the other day, and I thought this could be the perfect opportunity to toast it in the new toaster. So we're gonna give this a test run, and then after I've given it a test run, because the setup was literally just the toaster, I will give you a little overview as to what I thought and how easy or difficult it was to use, and if I would recommend buying the Zwilling Enfinigy Toaster. So I'm just gonna pop each piece of bread into the toaster, and as you can see, I have sliced one of them a little thinner, so we'll be able to see what the impact is on each of the slices, how toasted they are, and what they look like when they're done. So I'm gonna pop this onto a lower setting. I had previously had this on setting 7 for the cleaning, but we're just gonna lower it, and I think we will start at 2 and see what the outcome is. So I'm just gonna pop this down and it will start toasting. Okay, so the toast is up and it is not super toasted yet, so I'm actually going to put it on setting 3 and we will try this again. So the toast is done and it's quite warm. I'm gonna pop it on a plate so you can see what the toasting looks like. Obviously this was very thin, so I think next time I would keep it on setting 3 or 2 if you have a thinner slice, because the edges are quite crispy. And here on this one, definitely could go for setting 4. It looks perfect. This is like my perfect piece of toast. So now we have toasted some bread. We've given the toaster a little test out. We've cleaned it before we toasted our bread and completely set it up, which I'd say was super, super easy, potentially the easiest ever appliance to set up, because you literally just need to take the plastic cover off the plug it in and clean it, and you're ready to go. Overall, the product is beautiful. The quality and the feel of the toaster itself is really, really nice. The steel outer, the way that the toast kind of just sat and it got almost hugged by the little clips that hold the bread in place. The toasting was super easy, and we saw the toast come up at the end really easily too. I did try out the stop function really quickly before I toasted the bread for the second time, because I just wanted to see how it went. It was great. The bread kind of popped out. It was not noisy at all, actually, and surprisingly, no crumbs went anywhere. I usually find that, at least with our old toaster, which is now broken, that when I pop up the toast before the full time has run on the toast setting, that it either goes everywhere, the bread itself, or that there's an absolute mess of crumbs coming off from either trying to see it or check on the bread. This toaster actually has a function where you can lift up the bread while it's in the toaster to check on it or grab it. This feature allows you to pop the bread up a little higher so you can grab it really easily, pop it onto a plate quickly. Don't touch it for too long and burn your fingers. But yeah, I found that really helpful, especially when I wanted to check on the toast before I put it on the second toast setting. I would recommend sticking with a lighter toast setting when you have a thinner piece of bread and adding time on rather than go a little bit stronger on the heat toast setting. For the thinner piece, I think 2 to 3 on the setting would be ideal, and for a thicker piece you could go 4 to 5 even, or 3 to 5 depending on what your preferred toast setting would be. I think the actual length of the toaster is fantastic because I haven't seen a toaster that actually could fit an entire slice of sourdough in and still look really aesthetically pleasing. So this toaster combines all of that together and gives you a fantastic product. I also really enjoy the little Zwilling features, like their logo, which is on the button, and the light that comes on too. The removable crumb tray was a nice touch, and I will insert a clip here so you can see how it works. I don't have a lot of crumbs in the tray because we have only toasted two slices of bread, but they will accumulate, and this is such a change from our old toaster that was absolutely riddled with crumbs at the bottom, and often they would burn and smell really bad, and we would have to empty it out on quite a frequent basis. But by completely shaking the toaster upside down, whereas in this case you can just remove the crumb tray, pop the crumbs into the bin or wherever you're putting them, and pop it back in. This toaster is a little bit pricier than your average toaster, but that is because it comes with all those incredible settings: the bagel setting, the reheat setting, the toast setting, the soft lift setting, I guess that's a setting or program. It just has so many incredible features, and you can also buy add-ons for the toasters, like a bun warmer, which I think sounds like the cutest thing, and actually I watched videos online of it and it looks fantastic, so I might have to get my hands on that too. The additional toast racks that go on top are available on the Zwilling website as well, so you can buy them when you buy a toaster. I definitely think in terms of look, feel, quality, you know, how it actually toasted the bread and all the features that it boasts, it definitely is worth the price tag. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them down below in the comments. I have a few more products from the Zwilling Enfinigy range that I am so excited to unbox and share with you too. So be sure to subscribe to my channel to not miss those videos. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!